Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still here with you on a Friday morning, heading into a fantastic, almost summer-like feel to the weekend in store for us here. Things do get a little rainy and stormy as we head into the first part of next week, and that's one of the two storms that we're tracking going to be impacting us here. So as we go on through the day today, Saturday and Sunday, sunny and warm weather. I think a couple spots probably near 90 tomorrow in the inland areas. I am tracking the two storms. One of them is Tropical Storm Karen that will make landfall late Saturday night, early Sunday morning along the Gulf Coast states and then race up the Appalachian Mountains. But the other one is a very strong winter storm out there in the Central Plains. And as this sweeps off the coast, it will eventually usher in cooler and more wet weather for us here in eastern Carolina. So temperatures today, my forecast, upper 80s in some of the inland spots, and low 80s at the beaches with a light southerly wind. If you're headed out to the Onslow or Pitt County fairs tonight, or high school football, or even heading down to the Seafood Festival, beautiful weather. We'll be watching temperatures drop out of the 70s into the 60s as we go on through the late evening hours here. Now, we could see some dense fog early tomorrow morning, just like we had this morning across the inland spots under clear skies and basically calm winds. We'll be looking at that fog to quickly burn off, and tomorrow, upper level ridge over us. This is why I say I think we're going to see some spots up into that low 90-degree range for tomorrow. With those southwesterly winds, lots of sunshine around, should be a beautiful day. Now, in case you're wondering, we're running well above average as far as temperatures are concerned. Right around 79, that's the average high temperature for this time of year. We saw high temperatures on Saturday that were, or excuse me, Monday, that were just slightly below average, and then we've been into the mid to upper 80s ever since then. And again, this trend will continue as we head on into the weekend. Again, well above average for this time of year. Not setting any records, although the records are into the low 90s. We may get within a couple degrees of that as we head on in through this weekend. And here's the reason why. Upper level ridge of high pressure is in control of our weather, and that's actually going to reinforce itself as we do progress on through today and going into this weekend. Notice how that upper level ridge shifts eastbound here, so we get more of a southwesterly flow. Here's our storm system. This is that big storm we're talking about there across the northern plains. We're also watching Karen that's going to be making its way up, and it's because of the strength of this trough digging in. That's the reason Karen's going to get pulled up the Appalachian Mountains here as we progress on through Saturday and Sunday. You see it making landfall and then quickly getting pulled into the circulation with this big upper level low. Again, we're talking about severe weather across Iowa on into southern Minnesota, northern Missouri today, and then that does head on in towards Chicago as we head on through tonight and tomorrow. Eventually by Sunday, we'll start to watch that upper level low start to knock down this ridge. But still notice, even on Sunday, that ridge axis is just barely off the coast. And then we do get the trough kind of working its way on through. Body and soul of it mainly staying in the Ohio Valley, but we will see that remnant low pressure of Karen getting caught up into this circulation, and by Tuesday, what's left of it should be up there and towards the northern mid-Atlantic states. So again, it's kind of the corners of the map. That's the area that we're tracking with the storminess now. You can see the near whiteout conditions across Wyoming as we speak now. 1 to 2, even 3 feet of snow in the Black Hills of South Dakota expected with this storm system. And then we've got Karen that's churning its way on there in the Gulf of Mexico. But this, again, is the real deal. We're looking at blizzard conditions across the northern plains, probably looking at wind gusts in excess of 50 to 60 miles an hour with that. And again, the potential for damaging deadly tornadoes across Iowa for the afternoon hours and the evening. Karen really having a hard time getting its act together. Notice the low-level center kind of popping out from where the deeper convection is. It does have southwesterly shear going across it, and as a result, not anticipating it to intensify to hurricane strength today like I was thinking it would yesterday. And it looks like it is going to be coming in around the Louisiana Delta, and then that's probably official initial landfall, and then making its presence felt in around Mobile, Alabama, as we go in through late Saturday and Sunday. So here's the official forecast track with it, and the model I think has been doing the best has been the European, which we're showing here. High pressure sliding in over us. That's our main dominant protector here for today, tomorrow, and even going in through the day on Sunday. And then eventually we get landfall with Karen. That gets caught up along the front, lifts up through Georgia, Alabama, and eventually in through South Carolina and western North Carolina. Now, I think by Monday evening, that storm will be lifting up along the front across central and western Virginia. Meanwhile, we're going to be just to the east of it, so we will watch for the potential of some heavier thunderstorms. I can't say we haven't had in the past history of potential isolated tornado or two because of a situation like this, but I really got a feeling the other model, the GFS, is kind of overdoing this situation. And then we do watch that make its way on up into the North Atlantic as we head on in through the first part of the week. So, beautiful weather for us here in the next couple days, mid to upper 80s, and even a couple spots near 90 degrees for tomorrow. And eventually, as we go through Monday, showers and thunderstorms scattered about because of the circulation with Karen working its way on through. I think probably a chance of storms even in the early part of Tuesday before we clear out, and then another cool, refreshing Canadian high pressure slides in over us as we head on in through the middle part.